Hi everyone, it's Melissa in Minnesota and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be kind of an update on the laser hair removal treatment by Tria. And I mentioned this I guess it would be a beauty tool in the Lips Houlihan video that I did. It was a tag that was done a couple months ago, and I'll link that down below in case you want to check that out. But this is what the product looks like. It has the button up here, and it's a home laser treatment for hair removal. And again, the company is by Tria. This was purchased by me back, I think it was in either 2011 or 2012. I bought it from QVC, and it was one of their today's special values, and it was under, I believe, $400 or around $450. I'm not sure, and that would probably I don't have the receipt anymore, and it's hard for me to remember. I couldn't find it online, this exact one anymore, and it was, like I said, purchased a couple years ago, so it was under, let's say, $450. That would be shipping and handling included, and it just came with the hair removal, this tool, and this is what the box looked like, and you just opened it up. And then it also comes with, there would be a booklet that tells you how to run your Tria, and it also comes with a charger. And so it was just a cord that you plug in to the wall and then plug into your Tria. And so that's what was included in the, I'm going to say, the kit. So with this, what it is, you would turn it on. Okay, then you would put it onto the area that you wanted to treat to see that if it would work. If you got a noise, that means that it's sufficient for treating. Then it has levels all the way up to 5. And I don't know, I'm not sure if you can see, the glare might be too bad. I'm sorry, I apologize. But it has a level that goes up to 5. And then you would turn it off and the light would go off. Occasionally when you're treating yourself, the fan will come on to cool, and that's just a normal part. But what I wanted to discuss is how well it's working. Now again, I mentioned that it was purchased in 2011 or 2012. And when I first got it, I did a couple treatments, and I noticed that the hair went away, and I just got busy as life usually goes. I have 2 boys, I'm a busy mom, and I actually stopped treatment. And of course, then the hair just comes back because it wasn't fully treated, and that's just the way it went. And when I first did a couple treatments, believe me, it's like ow, ow, ow for me. And I've gone through 2 labors, and I know what pain is, but it's actually not a bad pain. I'm going to say that, but it was kind of one of those things where I just wasn't ready to fully commit to the product. So I'm going to say, if you're not ready to fully commit to the product, then I would suggest not purchase it. But if you are ready to take the initiative to get rid of the hair and you're going to put in the full effort, then it is definitely worth the money. And the reason I'm saying that is it took me a couple years. When I began my treatment, I'm going to look at my calendar, the first treatment that I started was March the 5th. Now, the booklet says that it usually takes about 7 months to fully see results with all hair being gone. It says that after, let's see, it says after a few treatments that you will start seeing results. And what you need to do for months 1 through 3, it says treat 2 times per month. For months 4 through 6, you're going to treat 1 time per month until the hair is gone. Now, when I was looking on Sephora and I was looking at different reviews, there were quite a few people that said that if you had sufficient amount of hair, that they found the best results treating 1 time per week for the first 3 months. And so that is what I kind of based my treatments on. So starting, like I said, the beginning of May, so May the 5th would have been the first Wednesday, and I usually do it Wednesday or Thursday, the first Wednesday of March. That's when I began my first treatment. And what they suggest that you do is start out the lowest level, and it's pretty much until you feel pain, keep increasing that. And like I said, there's 5 different levels that are on the Tria. So that first treatment, I went to a 3, and it was like, ow. And when I say ow, what it feels like is some areas that have lighter hair or finer hair, you're going to feel a heat sensation. It's going to be like you're laying in the sun and you feel that warmth. That's what it feels like. For the coarse, dark, thick hair, when you hit that follicle, to me, it feels like a rubber band snap. And that's exactly, I mean, it's like, ow. But it's just for a moment. And I mean, once you move on, that pain is completely gone. It's not there. So like I said, when I first started out, I was on a level 3. I did that for the first week, and then I immediately went up to a 4. And so the next treatment, when I started out, I started on the 5th. I actually skipped the 12th, and then I went to the 19th. And then that's when I started reading the reviews, and they said you might want to start if you have very difficult hair to remove and dark hair, that you want to go every week. And so I've based my treatments on what I read on that review, because I have my background, my heritage is Indian and German. So as you can see, I have dark hair, dark eyebrows, very strong features, and I didn't notice any hair growth on my face until I was probably maybe 39, 40, and that's when all of a sudden it appeared. And it's not a pleasant thing to talk about, hair on your face, because it does not make you feel very feminine. But that's when I said, okay, you know, when I first bought it, I was 30, what was it, 38, something like that. And I just started to notice, 1 or 2 hairs, and I'm like, I want to get rid of them. I don't want to have hair on my face. Plucking them was, they started to pop up, and I noticed that, and that's when I bought the Tria. But like I said, I wasn't really fully ready to commit to that until I hit my 40s, and then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm growing a beard, and I'm like, okay, it's time to take action. And that's when I started to actually take control of what was going on. So again, I am on treatment 9, and here are the results. What I do is, and I will say also, when I first bought the Tria, it had not been approved for, it was like from the chin down, and it wasn't approved for the face. But I read reviews where people were starting to do that, and so that's when I did a couple little treatments, and I thought, well, maybe it's not safe and I shouldn't do it. So that was my hesitation when I first bought it. And then again, like I said, I wasn't ready for that full commitment. The Trias they have now is actually called the Tria 4X, and it has been approved for facial treatments. And I think it's now from the eyes. You don't want to treat anything around your eyes, but from like the cheekbones down. And since I have an issue with facial hair here, here, and then I do have some under the chin, then that would be covered, and I could use that. I'm using my old Tria. The new Tria has been a little more advanced. I believe now that instead of just the indicator light for the different levels and how much battery life, I believe that they actually have now kind of like a ticker of how many, like for a certain area, how many zaps per area that you do. And I think it counts it down on that so that you know you've gotten the full treatment. Mine doesn't have that. Mine's the basic model back then. In the last couple of years, they've advanced that. I do notice that if you start out at like a 1 or 2, the zaps are very quick. The higher power on this tends to draw down the battery life more, and it takes more time between each zap, I guess, for it to catch up. And like I said, the fan turns on, which it cools more often, and that will kind of wear down the battery faster. I can get 1 or 2 treatments out of one charge for this, maybe 3, but usually it's 2 full treatments. And at this point, I still treat this area, then I treat from here in, and then I treat from probably about mid-chin, going underneath the chin here, and I just treat this area right here because I don't have any real dark hair here, just peach fuzz on this area. So with that said, it takes usually about 7 minutes to do the full treatment at this point, and so I don't think that's bad at all. Usually 7 to 15 minutes is what I gauge if you're doing the new treatment or the new Tria treatment. That's usually how long it takes. But the results that I have seen, I definitely know that in this area, I still feel that rubber band snap sensation. And then you can tell when you go over a couple hair, or I should say hair follicles, you're going to feel that sensation. But the rest of it, I'm still feeling the warmth. So I think for my next treatment, I might end up bumping it up to a 5, because they said the higher you go, the more that laser gets into that follicle and deadens it. So at this point, like I said, I started in March, April to May. I am March, April, May, 3 months. So I should be seeing some type of decrease of facial hair, and I believe that I am. My biggest thing will be I'm going to do hopefully another video in the next 2 or 3 months to let you know exactly whether the facial hair has decreased. And I think that's when, within the next month, is when I should be able to really tell. What you do before you start your treatment is you want to make sure your face is washed, and then also you're going to want to shave your face. You never want to pluck in between the treatments. You always want to shave. The closer the shave, so when I get out of the shower, then I would shave, then I would do the Tria treatment. The closer the shave, obviously, the less pain you're going to feel, because if there is any facial hair that has grown above the skin, that's when I know the pain's going to increase. But if it's below the skin, you're going to feel some sensation from the treatment, but not as bad as, like I said, if it's you've let it become stubble. So I just want to let you know, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. I would love to answer them. I might not have answered them in the video. I hope I did. But that's where I stand right now, March, April, and we're almost at the end of May. And so that's how far I've done the treatment so far. And that would be on month 3. So hopefully I have 4 more months, and then I will be hair free. And that is what's going on with the hair treatment on my face. If it works out really well, next treatment I would like to try would be the underarms. So if you guys have any questions about the Tria, like I said, please feel free to comment below. Please subscribe and share this if you can, and make sure you like it if you do like it. And hope to see you guys again in the next video, and have a great day. Bye.